With the new game quickly approaching, we'll need to stay on top of these trailers and all the deals they present. Starting the trailer off with an overhead shot of the Scramble Crossing with the words, "Greetings, sheeple of Shibuya." I do believe this is one of our later game masters speaking, whom we'll get to later. And next, we have overworld gameplay of a brand new character in 3D running towards the 104 building. Next to the 104 building, next to Tower Records, a mall labeled Modai, then a mall labeled Pargo. This is our first example of TWEWY in 3D since Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance nearly a decade ago. And finally, we're introduced to the boy who is running through Shibuya, Rindo. He'll be our next main protagonist. Looking at the background, we see many words, some of which are cut off. These include the words aimless, the answers, and never leaves. In the trailer he asks, "Same visions as the one I had yesterday. Is this the future?" An awfully familiar sentence was spoken by Neku during the New Day missions added to Final Remix. We also get to see gameplay within this section, which I will go over later in more sections. We're then introduced to one of our partners this time around, Fred. In his background we see the words, "Rindo's high, naturally skilled, but tends to." His quote is, "Let's bring home the bacon, y'all. Viva la revolution." But the more obvious thing to note is that he is clearly playable on screen right here. Our next partner we're introduced to is Nagi. Her background says, "College, neither, and distance." The quote from her is, "The whole Reaper's game is most detestable. I give it a -200 out of 10. And our final partner this time around is Sho Minamimoto. For those confused as to how he returned, during the ending of Final Remix, A New Day, the Reaper Coco resurrected him via a taboo noise symbol, saying he's gonna need a powerful partner. True to that, his background words are powerful, ran the game, and calculating. His quote, "You've got two options, multiply or face deletion," sticks true to his math theming. And like the other two, is playable. After the character rundowns, we get a shot of Rindo scanning the Scramble Crossing, followed by more overworld navigating. And then we're introduced to this new character, wearing an outfit awfully similar in design to Mr. Mew, and giving Fred and Rindo upgrades to their phone, much like Mr. Hanakoma. This time around, the upgrade is labeled RNS, or Reaper Networking Service, which is how we'll be getting missions in this game. Shortly after this explanation, we're introduced to our first Game Master, based on later scenes of the trailer. He bears a striking similarity in appearance to our first Game Master in TWEWY, Higashizawa. We then get a quick flash of a girl in purple and red hair, then show, and now gameplay. It appears to be a simple translation of Final Remix's gameplay into 3D. We have the health bar at the top right, pins at the bottom, and now 4 party members on screen. After a brief glimpse of gameplay, we're given some dialogue suggesting typical TWEWY fashion puzzles. Next, we're given a quick conversation between the party and another player, followed by the return of Karia, who's apparently going all by himself this game. And now we've got the most built up reveal in the series. The reveal of Sugami Matsune. She has been in TWEWY since Solo Remix, and it's been a mystery for a decade. During A New Day, it was revealed her and Neku are somehow connected, and that she was the last survivor of Shinjuku's total erasure. In this trailer, she clearly knows Rindo in some way as well. Then we're greeted with a video call from Shiba, the voice first heard in the trailer, whom is another Game Master to face later in this game. We then hear Rindo saying, "Shibuya's gone, is this a dream?" Fred saying, "Are we seriously dead here? That would really suck." Nagi saying, "If we are to escape this game, Lord Rindo, we've no choice but to win." And finally, Sho saying, "Listen up, Zeptograms, you want to be a part of the remainder?" All the while, we see a boss fight against our first Game Master, whom is heavily deer-themed. With our final scene, Rindo appears to be holding some type of light, most likely a pin, saying, "Just hang in there a little longer, everyone. We'll change our fate again." Cutting afterwards for the logo, consoles it'll appear on, and the release window of summer 2021. Now, being a World Ends With You channel, I don't have to tell you guys, I'm ecstatic for 2021. Getting the anime, the sequel, and possibly much more. But that's all going to be for another time. Stay safe out there, players.